Welcome back to Trains and Toys with Papa Joe. Last video's trivia. What year did the Great Train Robbery occur? Answer, 1963. This video's train trivia. What was the train number on the side of the Thomas the Tank Engine character? Please like and subscribe at the end of this video. We have finally begun assembly. All right. Looks like some assembly time finally. I am using, well, if I could see the phone, it'd be all right. To me, extra thin cement for all of this. The windows, they come with a very flimsy acetate. However, I went and set up my Cricut. That's going to be impossible to see. Same with that. And cut out my own acetate. This is 5 mil thick. Works really well. The instructions say to use white glue. I'm going to use the extra thin. So first step in this fun little process is I have these little doors to glue in. So I'm going to go ahead and do one or two, well, these two. And then I will head on to doing the windows. So the thin cement's really easy actually. So I am going to dry fit that in there. Make sure it fits well, seats in there nicely. Feels like it is. Guess it feels like it is. No. Let's try the other one. It's actually a better fit. So it's pretty flush. There we go. Get you all pushed in there. So it's pretty flush. Looks good on the outside. Looks good on the back. And I'm just going to take a little thin cement and let it drip or flow down into those seams. Drop or two here or there. Shouldn't have to worry about it. Go ahead and get this one press fit in. Hopefully it'll fit better than that one did. And it does nicely. There we go. Nice snap into place. Pretty good fit going on for all of this so far. See how the rest of it goes. Hopefully it goes as well as these doors did. All right. So now we have windows, which are all painted. Oh, give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right, so apparently when I came back from putting dinner in the oven, I forgot to press record. So I'm going to kind of zoom in here a little bit. You can see the window frames are put in. The acetate is also put in. It's all glued together. It's looking pretty good. I got all of the windows done. Let's see, there's more over there, some more over there. So the acetate I got is 5 mil acetate. I got it cut out on my Cricut, different shapes and sizes. Works out really well. Got it on the backs of the door windows. Some of them I cut a little large, but that's okay because from the outside you won't see it. So yeah, I lost, I don't know, probably 15, 20 minutes worth of recording because I didn't pay attention to the phone when I came back. But we're going to go on to the next step, which I believe is the assembly of the loading platform. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, get all these put off to the side since they're done for now until later assembly. And then I'll be back with you. All right, see how well this goes. All right, welcome back. Looks like I'm doing some assembly, which I am. Haven't even read the instructions yet, but I've gotten all the parts out. Glue floor supports 3 to underside of floor 21. Seems pretty simple. And then the braces. And then these 2 pieces, which are really cold to slide down. So these, make sure they're the same, go in both directions. I believe they are. I'm going right into here. Thankfully, I'm not going to have to hold all this together because I do have a handy dandy 1, 2, 3 blocks. To make sure they are level with the piece that I'm working on. So I think I'm going to do one piece at a time, give it a few moments to set, make sure my ends are even there, which it looks like they are. Back to the trusty Tamiya thin cement. Seams. Both sides. This ain't tricky either. You got those concrete foods on here. See all that top. It's not long. So, so go ahead and get this on there. Don't get it all place. Put it on there. See how things go. Like I said, do all this. I'm doing this right. What I'll do. You know, hold fast. Not too bad. We'll be better. Just want to be there. So I don't make sure it's straight. Well, there's a lot of things. What do you think? Oh, that's a little bit before trying to use that. No. I think it's right. So exactly. Where'd it go? There it goes. I'm trying to get it. Yeah, it's going to be see that. Yeah, I think I'm going to let these set up for a little bit. Make sure they're straight. Because, yeah, those were both leaning in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on here. Turn off the camera, let that glue set for a hot minute. And come back to it later. All right. Yep, I think I'm going to let that set for a little bit. I'll come back and talk to y'all later. All right, so I gave it some time to set. I've already done the little strut pieces on the other side. I've actually switched over to some super glue, CA glue, whatever you want to call it, because it seems to work a little bit better with these little tiny pieces sometimes to just stick them in place. And you ain't got to worry about them moving around. These can be a little tricky because they're pretty small. But if you need to, tweezers. I did put on my little magnifying hat with my light on. Seems to work a lot easier and better for me when I have it on and I can see what I'm doing a lot better. There you have that one. So these little strip pieces are very fragile. So if you happen to build this, be very careful. I did snap one when I was first getting them all out of the sprues. So it's a little misshapen. But I did get it glued back together. It's just not as pretty looking as the other three. And of course, once you have the said CA glue on there, you gotta be careful. If not, you'll glue your fingers to everything. All right, so that's all those little pieces. Now, I do have the chutes to do. They shouldn't take much. We've got these little bracket pieces. And then the chute. Right, I believe it's supposed to slip over there. Yep, right about there. Go ahead and do the other one while I'm at it. Watch me be doing them backwards. Which has been known to happen sometimes on certain things. That's the problem with tight fits, though. Sometimes you end up scraping a little of your paint off. You take a hard time looking at. But it's a gold mine, so little scratches of it coming open and closed. Not too bad. Here's the fun and interesting part. Yep, sure enough. I want to put that sucker in upside down. Let's try that again. Gotta remember I'm working on the bottom and not the actual top of this thing. There's little pegs for these little feet to set into on there. There's also little pegs at the top for the chute to sit in. Means what I think I'm going to do is glue those in first and then glue the chute in later once this CA has had time to set. I want to say time to set, but I'm going to give it a little boost here in a moment once we get both sides done. You do have some CA activator, which is a A little bit of a cheat, but it works out well. And again, there's the oven. Which tells me that once I get this little piece glued in here, I'm done for a little bit. I'm sorry if any of this is off camera. I don't think so. I think I got the camera finally placed at a decent place for you guys to see me. But I will put that on there real quick. Make sure those are both horizontal and vertical. So I'll put my little magnifying glass and then come up to you. Well, show you, that's the little pieces that I was just gluing in there. And then on top here, you got those little pegs. So I'm pretty in the right spot. Like I said, I'm going to let that CA, I'm going to use some activator real quick. I think I've used this before and showed you guys. What it does is makes that CA glue bond rapidly, like as soon as I spray it. It's done. You no longer have to wait for it to dry. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera for now because dinner's done, and I'll be back at it later.